So happy Tibetan New Year, everybody. Happy Losar. And, lots of New Year's happening recently between the Western one and the Chinese one and now the Tibetan one. But actually, every day is kind of a new year. And every day is an opportunity to start afresh. I was thinking that, we have New Year's as a way of marking things in our minds. Oh, it's New Year's. That means I'm supposed to sit and think about the last year and generate good wishes and New Year's resolutions that I probably won't keep for the next year. But it's a designated day where we have a particular mental thing, that we should be doing and purifying the old year, bringing in the new year. And so yesterday, in the Tibetan communities, they were doing all sorts of purification practices. They have one where they have a huge torma and they, take it out and throw it out for all the ghosts and spirits and who are representatives of all the different negativities. But actually, we should be waking up each morning and thinking, this is New Year's. And actually, before going to bed the preceding night, thinking about whatever negativities we may have committed during the day and purifying them. And then waking up each morning and generating our motivation and really feeling like there's a fresh beginning. Yeah, because even on New Year's, do we really feel like there's a fresh beginning? Yeah, and because our minds are so locked in by our conceptions, and memories. Somebody did this to me, and therefore I feel this way, and somebody else did that, and therefore I feel that way. And all these conceptions that we hold in our minds based on things that happened in the past and then weigh us down. We don't forget them, they are part of us, my memories, my scrapbook of my life. Yeah. So we hold on to these things and create an identity out of them, and then use them to project forward too. Well, everybody treated me this way in the past, so they're going to continue to treat me this way in the future. So I'm going to make a resolution to feel in a totally different way when they do these things, but actually I'm so entrenched in holding on to the past that there's no way I know I'm going to change how I react in the future. But I'll say it anyway, because I aspire. Yeah. So to really look at how we shoot ourselves in the foot when we think like that, yeah. Whereas if we, could wake up each morning and just think, oh, the I exists by being merely designated in dependence on the aggregates. Yeah. And so the I isn't any of the aggregates. And all those things that happened to me in the past are not me. All my emotions, conceptions, views that I generated about those things, none of them are me. Yeah, they're things that arise and cease, arise and cease, arise and cease. I don't need to latch onto them and carry them around with me, throughout all my infinite lifetimes. And so today is a fresh day, yeah, with a new mind. And I remember when I first read Buddhist things, it was in my first year in college, and we were reading Zen stuff. And I'm going, what in the, I don't understand anything. what's this Zen mind, beginner's mind, and always have a beginner's mind. And, it's like, I don't want to have a beginner's mind. I want to have a mature mind. I couldn't figure out, beginners sound like baby mind, but, when you think about it, beginner's mind, I'm interpreting Zen now, is, yeah, is that thing of you just start afresh, leaving your preconceptions behind. Yeah. And regarding people freshly, regarding situations freshly, and so on. And, the more we could do that, boy, the freer we are, really the freer we are. Sometimes in my travels, like a few years ago, I went back to Italy, and I was teaching at the Dharma Center where I lived 30 years ago. And so, of course, my whole Sam story and everything else that happened to me, this is the place where it happened. And, and realizing, oh, no, now it's a totally different place. Yeah. And I'm a totally different person. And I don't need to think like that. And so then, a couple of people from that time who are still at the Institute came and apologized to me for what happened, all those years ago. And it was nice, but it was like, but I'm different, and none of those people, the ones who were really disturbing me, aren't there anymore. Anyway, they're totally different now. Yeah, one of them died. And the others are off, who knows where. And so let's not solidify these things. Yeah. And these are all mother sentient beings, and we help all of them. Yeah. So also all the little spiders and the little bugs and, all those creatures around who we don't know who they were in the past, and we don't know who they're going to be in the future. But let's establish a good relationship with them. So His Holiness always emphasizes, like on New Year and other occasions, that prayer is not enough. Yeah, to say, oh, it's Losar, we're going to pray for a wonderful new year where everything happens the way my ego wants it to happen. Yeah, that's the definition of a good new year, isn't it? Or even we include some Dharma in there, may I realize this or that. But His Holiness says, prayer is good, it's aspiration, but action is what is needed. And action is what changes us. Yeah, prayer kind of sets the stage, but we have to act. And the action is actually transforming our mind and putting this into practice day by day, moment by moment. Yeah, and so let's do that. If we do that, then every moment is a new year. Every moment is a celebration of our birthday then. Oh my goodness, I get to be the center of attention every moment. Yeah, but we should be the center of attention of our Dharma mind that wants to abandon negativity and create virtue. Yeah, so we should be the center of that mind, because we're the only person that we can change, and not make other people the center of our Dharma mind that says, well, you should practice virtue and abandon that bad habit. You should do this and not do that. Okay. So, happy Losar.